Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Sorry about my voice, it sounds terrible, I never warm it up, but look. Last night I reached Hunter rank 100 in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Now, currently I'm still doing the missions, the Nargacuga and Glavinus mission. So I'm still taking my time with that, and I'm doing a lot of grinding in the background as well, trying to do a lot of side quests, trying to do a lot of stuff. I reached it yesterday. Now I reached it and I thought today I'm gonna do this mission, or one of the days I guess. Now I completed it. It's called the Sapphire Stars Guidance. It's a mission that's released when you reach a Hunter rank 100 or higher. Well, Hunter rank 100, it's released and you can do it from there onwards. You can do it as many times as you like, as you can see. It's not darkened. If it was darkened, that means you could only do it once. But anyways, you do get a few tickets from this. I think you get like, what, a weapon? Not a weapon, okay, I haven't checked the weapons, what you get, but you get a cool armor sets, I guess, with tickets. You need to get the tickets from doing this, I think. I'm sure you can do other missions to get those tickets, but I've only seen those tickets, I guess. Maybe I've seen them in the past, I don't know, but you can get those tickets once you um, do this mission as well. So anyways, I had no idea this was a tempered mission. I completely forgot about that. Or I didn't even notice. Now, you hunt a Kushala de Aura, Teostra, and Nergigante. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Oh my gosh, this may be so difficult. Well, yes and no. Let me explain. First things first is I'm using G rank armor and G rank weapons, so it's pretty easy for me as well. So if you were playing this back in the day, if you know this was the only thing back in 2018, because I know people got the game 2018 and 2019, they may have rushed a bit, or may have, not rushed, but you got it in 2018. Obviously, that's not rushing, but you know, people who took that time. Okay, no, I feel like I'm shaming people. No, I'm not trying to mean that. What I'm trying to say is that um, people who got it in 2018, they must have had a much more of a harder struggle than anyone who kind of like, jumped straight into Iceborne. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I don't want to come across as rude. So if you did it, with I rank weapons, I know it must be challenging. Like G rank weapons is a bit challenging as well. I don't know what weapon I used. I forgot. Even though I did it just a few hours ago, I think I used this powerful poison weapon, this poke weapon, this poke greatsword. Now, the reason why I chose that is because towards the end of the tree, so far, well, currently towards the end of the weapon tree, it was like the most powerful one so far. So I got that, and I decided to use that as well. And it's a pretty powerful weapon. It may not look so great, but it is pretty powerful. Now, let me explain. This is from the commander. You can read over here. You can pause it and read it. Okay, let's just focus on where on earth you're gonna fight. Fight who? First things first is Kushala Dora. Where are you gonna fight this girl? Well, it starts out with this. Now, normally when you join any optional quest or something, or different types of quests, sometimes besides assignments, normally they start you off here in your camp, or whichever camp you want to go, but this time they just, sometimes they just randomly send you near the monster, and that's kind of cool, I guess, but sometimes if you forget to eat, it's kind of a bummer. Or you're wanting to eat over here at your camp, it's kind of a bummer, because if you land near a monster and you want to eat, the monster might see you and then it sucks. But Kushala the Aura, she doesn't really react when she's a monster. I can't even say it. When she sees another hunter or whatever, she doesn't react. Some monsters react, some monsters don't. They just be very calm. So I started to see her around this area, I guess. This area, no, this area. And then all of a sudden, she did kick me off a bit, a few times, because I'm not used to hunting her. I only hunted her twice, and trust me, she's a bit of a pain. And then, I had a lot of wind resistance, but, if you check your stats, I only had one bar missing of wind resistance, so I thought in my head, maybe it'll be fine, but no, it's not fine. Have your full bar of wind resistance, please. Because she gave me a headache, okay? Just trying to even go near her, she kept pushing me away because of the wind surrounding her. I don't think this would have been this would have been the same situation if it was a normal Kushala de Aura. But anyways, moving on, Forza, she gave me a few fights here and there, But then she came to Area 2. Area 2 was a bit easy because I barely did some stuff, but then all of a sudden, she was about to leave. She was about to go back to rest, to a nest or a camp or whatever, to a camp or let's just call it nest. Let's just call it nest, okay? That's their nest. She was gonna go back to sleep somewhere, and um, oh my gosh, um, I mounted on her. I slid down from here and mounted on her, and then I killed her after that. With the final blow, I killed her. And then I carved the pieces up, and then I ran to another camp. I was gonna check if Nergigante was here, so I went to this area where Nergigante is normally waiting. But then Nergigante wasn't there, so I went to Area 12. I mean, Camp 12. Um, I mean, this camp. At Camp 12. At Area 12. Oh, that I can't even say. Not Area 12. It's between these two areas, so it's in the middle of both. I thought that all of them were going to be spawned at once, but no. So if you are afraid of doing this mission, don't worry. They get spawned one after the other, so if you do struggle with fighting a lot at a time, trust me, fighting all the dragons at once, it's a pain. I just did the hunt, Lunastra and Teostra hunt. That was a pain. That was a pain of a hunt. That was a special assignment, and that was painful to do. But I did it. Now, my legs are hurting. I'm actually crouching down, or squatting. Well, crouching. And I did a lot of squats yesterday, and I did a few squats today. My legs hurt. My thighs hurt, like really hurt. So, crouching is, I'm not feeling anything, but still, it does kind of hurt if I keep, moving my legs. So, and my feet starting to hurt because I'm in one position. So, listen, you have Kushala Aura. We'll give you a bit of a challenge. I recommend having a lot of wind resistance at best. Okay. Then we have Teostra. Teostra spawns around 12 and 11. Normally, Teostra always goes from 12, 9, 11, and 13, which is its nest. Now, all I can say is that, for me, 12 and 11 was the only times I fought Teostra in these two areas in this mission. I know some people, sometimes when they hunt, the monsters go all over different areas, but, normally it goes over here too. But no, for me it was just those two areas today. Those three areas, Anyways, moving on. Uh, wow. Teostra made me cart twice. I'm not even joking. I carted 2 times because of Teostra. I fainted twice. I fainted twice because of Teostra. First time, it just blew some fucking smoke on me, and I fainted. And third time, it was if when Teostra or Lunastra, they fly up in the air and they're about to burst this amount of energy. Yeah, it did that. I had a great sword. As I said, I'm using a poison great sword. I was gonna use that to duck or to to hold it in front of me and block the attack. That didn't help. And I'm using a G rank weapon. That didn't help. So what happened was I had one last try left before the mission completely fails. I didn't want to mess this up. Then I try my best to eat a lot of what power seeds or whatever it's called, armor seeds and stuff. You know, Thank goodness I also had help from a Gaja Laka, which is one of those feline tribe. You can find them anywhere and they can help you once you finish a side quest. But anyways, they were very helpful as well, along with Side My Palico. We were good, but anyways, I didn't want to fail this time, because if I fail I have to restart everything. I didn't want to do that. So, it was in Area 11, and this time I was extra careful. It tried to, do a lot of weird tricks, but no. I ran pretty quickly, I dodged plenty of attacks, I mounted him, and then, for a while, kept attacking, and boom. He was practically done, and he was limping, and he staggered and flew around to Area 13. Oh my gosh, I'm touching my TV, all the fingerprints. I think my hands are clean. Unless I haven't really... Unless there's still oil, it looks... Okay, it's clean, don't worry. My TV will be clean if I get something to clean it. If it is oily, don't worry. I'll find a way to clean it. But it doesn't look oily. But you never know. Sometimes your fingers have those tiny little specks of something. like oil or whatever, and it will just smudge everything. So area 13, it's Teostra and Lunastra's nest. This area is only unlocked, I think, only when Teostra and Lunastra is available to hunt, only in their missions. Other than that, you can't unlock this area. I've tried going here before. You can't because it's locked. So, you know. So what I decided to do was the old-fashioned monster hunter trick of sleep bombing. Yes, you could, if you don't know, you put a bunch of bombs when the monster is sleeping, and then you normally throw something like a stone on it, or you shoot some slinger at it. But for me, what I normally do is put like another bomb as well. I put two large mega bombs and I put like a smaller bomb. But this case, I think I used a mega um, bounce bomb, and then that damaged Teostra. Teostra was lying on the ground and struggling to wake up. I used this and really took some damage. I killed him, and then I was like, oh crap. If I fail now with Nergigante, it's over. And then I go back to camp, use a farcaster this time. When I fainted the second time, I made sure I pop in a farcaster just in case I forget. And just in case not forget, sorry, I'm sitting down now. But just in case you know, uh, before I fall or get damaged again, or Teostra is really giving me a lot of pain, I can just throw the farcaster down and go back to camp and get some more items. But anyways, Nergigante spawns. And Nergigante was so fucking easy. Like, I'm not even joking. So easy. So, at the end of the day, Kushala and Nergigante were pretty easy. I did change my armor as well for Nergigante, because Nergigante doesn't really have any elements, does he? Or elements. I don't think he does. But anyways, I just use a lot of, like, defense. I can't remember what I use. Great. But I use a lot of good stuff. And, especially evasion and stuff, got that covered and killed him. Um, well, before he died, obviously, he went to area 9, from 14 to 9, and then he went to area 15. As you can see over there, area 15. This is his nest, where he normally goes majority of the time when he's weakened. I decided to do the old sleep bombing technique, and then I used a slinger, and then I did a few slashes on him, and then I killed him. This is a pretty tough challenge, because they're not just regular Elder Dragons, Like, I fought Teostra a few times, pretty okay. I fought Kushala just a few times, but still pretty simple. But, you know, no Gigante, pretty simple. Okay, maybe Kushala's aura on her own. Fighting her is pretty difficult, but Teostra was pretty easy on its own. No Gigante. I never hunted a tempered Elder Dragon besides Kyrian. Okay, I have hunted tempered Elder Dragons, okay. But I never hunted any of these before tempered, just to be clear. These three, never hunted them before until now, and it was great. It was great to hunt these three. So there we go. If you're an iceborne, I recommend using G rank weapons and armor, obviously. Don't try and make even playing field. Once you're in G rank, and if you unlock this while you're in G rank, here's what I say. Use your G rank weapons and armor to take them down. They are very much a big challenge, and yeah, just good luck with that, okay? Especially Teostra. It feels like there's a bread, and this is like the sandwich. I mean, this is like the meat. Anyways, I gotta go end this video. Bye.